Okay, welcome to my channel. So I want to discuss low-income housing, what your options are, what are the main types of housing, okay? There is a lot of confusion about it because people have spun different names for all different types of housing. So let's take a look. So the first thing I want to tell you is, you hear people talking about Section 8, public housing, low-income housing, affordable housing, subsidized housing. There's so many names, okay? This is the fault of the news and newspapers and internet articles spinning all these names simply to refer to three basic programs, okay? So let's discuss what they are so you know what you're applying for or what you want to apply for, okay? The housing choice the housing choice voucher is for very low income families, the elderly and disabled, that offer safe, decent housing. That's all that it comes down to. It is a discount, people. Okay? That voucher is a coupon. You go out there, you find people that want to rent an apartment or a home to you. They give you a discount because your income is not enough for you to be able to afford decent housing. Okay, maybe you're on a Social Security check, maybe you're on SSDI, maybe you just have a low-paying job and you can't afford decent housing, so you can use this voucher to make up the difference. Okay, that's all there is to it. Rapid rehousing, now that's for people that at one point had a home, had an apartment, whatever it may be, and hard times hit, like this pandemic, okay? And so what ends up happening is you end up without a home, okay? Look, there's a lot of things in these programs that say homeless. Homeless, another word for homeless is a person without a home, and that can be anybody. Look, when you end your lease and you go stay over at Bob's house and you crash on the couch so you get a new place, you're homeless. Do you get that? You're without a home. Okay, so that's why I keep telling you, you guys put too much of a focus on the word homeless. You're thinking I have to be under the bridge. Understand what the federal definition is. Without a home, you're in between homes, okay? Please try to get that and process that in your mind because I'm getting tired of answering that particular question for you guys, okay? Rapid rehousing typically lasts over 2 years. And what happens is after several months of you being in that program, they slowly start to reduce the amount they're willing to pay towards your rent, okay? So as you're working and you're making more money, they are reducing the amounts of payments, okay? I'm not going to get into percentages and all that right now. And then, this program lasts about 2 years, so you're back on your feet. Look, if you're getting a job, your things are starting to normalize and you're doing well, there's absolutely no reason to continue to be on rapid rehousing. That's the whole point. Why would you want to do that? Okay. So, rapid rehousing is just to help you get back on your feet. There are no preconditions. They don't care if you're drunk, you're high, you're mental, you're disabled, whatever. There's no preconditions. And they designed the program to meet all specific needs. So, understand the reason you're without a home could be for a lot of reasons. They'll listen to what you have to say. And based on that very human answer you give, they'll work with you on a personal level, which means the amount of money they're willing to pay against your rent over that 2 year period is going to be based on how difficult it is for you to get back into housing. Let's talk about permanent supportive housing, okay? Permanent supportive housing is basically just an intervention for people that are without a home. You're in between homes, you're without a home, and what it does is it doesn't just mean you're without a home or you're homeless. It simply means that you have shown a track record of not being able to hold a lease, not be able to get a housing, or maybe you're so low income it's an impossibility of you ever actually being able to consistently rent or live anywhere safely. So they offer you permanent supportive housing. It's a pretty good little deal because they pay up to 100% of your rent. They'll pay utilities, all kinds of things, okay? Anything that you essentially need for. And then they offer, that's what they call wraparound services. And in addition to that, they will urge you, if they think that you have drinking or drug problems, they'll urge you to utilize their services to get help. They will not force you. It is not part of the program. They don't care whether you want to fix yourself or not, okay? They're just saying that they're going to offer it, okay? Now, going back down. Look, guys, when you ask me about Section 8 public housing, low income housing, subsidized housing, all these different names, this stuff doesn't exist. It's all spinning names, okay? Off of these three things up here. Now, a few nuances to a few of these things. Housing choice voucher, you're on your own. You got to go take care of your own business. The government hands you a coupon, you go get it, and it's your problem. Rapid rehousing, they'll work with you. They do lots of hand holding with that and work with you on many different levels. Permanent supportive housing, they're going to go out there and drive you to wherever you need to get and help you as much as they can, okay? As much as they can afford to do it. Let's talk about where you may start out in these programs. The voucher is just that, there's no in between. You either find a place or you don't. Rapid rehousing, you could start if they don't have a house or an apartment available out there they can work with, then you will likely be put in a hotel. And then as soon as an apartment or house is available, then you will be put in that situation, okay? Now, permanent supportive housing, a little bit more sticky. You could start very low in there. You could end up in a private shelter, group housing, a rehab, a hotel, apartment, house, or a state-owned property. You could start at any point. Permanent supportive housing, there's not a lot of it. So it's not that there's an epic wait list, there's just not a great deal of it. So they have to find a solution for you in the immediate. And so while you're waiting to get into this fantastic situation, you may be put in, like I said, a shelter, group home, a rehab, hotel. Look, when I say rehab, I just mean that if you voluntarily want to do that while you wait in order to get into an actual home with a key and a lease, okay? So hopefully that helps us now focus our attention on which of these three programs you want, okay? COC, when I talk to you guys about that stuff, a lot of it is going to be revolving around rapid rehousing and permanent supportive housing. Why don't I make more videos about housing choice voucher? It's simple. There's nothing to talk about. You receive a coupon based on your answers and you go find a home. I can't really make videos about that. There's not much to discuss. You know what? The questions they ask you at HUD about the housing to get a voucher is the same questions they ask you at the COC. The only difference between that and HUD would be the fact that HUD only asks a limited number of questions and they have long waiting lists. When you go through a COC, there's twice as many questions. There's twice as many questions, which allows you to score twice as many points, okay? And a lot of you, I'm guiding you towards permanent supportive housing. That's actually what I've been guiding a lot of you struggling, okay, with this stuff with. Also, that housing choice voucher, that is also, you can also get that through a COC, okay? So now that you know all the different programs out there, that is it. But as far as message me about these other things down here, you're not doing so. I can't really answer questions about that because, like I said, those are all spun names. Look, all right. So I've enjoyed talking with you guys. Obviously, I have a lot of videos. I have more than anybody on YouTube about these subjects. And so if you need help, just ask for it. And other than that, have a good day. Bye.